Okay, any member of the audience who would like to address the council on any item not on the public hearing portion of our agenda? Ms. Tatlock.
I'm Ruth Tatlock, 413 Queens Row Street, Herndon. I'm getting over a cold. I got Marlene Dietrich voice tonight. Last week, the governor of the Commonwealth, Virginia, came to Herndon for a fundraiser for Stevens Miller. Some Herndonites thought this was a great time for a party, a tea party, that is. Invitations were emailed. One of the recipients evidently felt it was such a good idea that he decided to put the invite on the Herndon web. There were lots of not so nice things in the invitation about Mr. Miller, and one paragraph was, let's send a message to Kane, misspelled by the way, that his partisan politics and policies are destroying our Commonwealth. The closing words, God bless. In case you didn't know, Herndon will be spending thousands of dollars for lobbyists to carry the town's concerns to, yes, Richmond. When the governor arrives in Herndon, he's greeted by 2 council members waving flags in an anti-Kane demonstration. Whether other TC members were there, I do not know. Among others present were several of the old Minutemen group, plus a huge dog. What kind of judgment does it show to openly demonstrate against people who are asking for favors? Yes, I know it's a free country and everybody is allowed to protest. However, when to do it is important. If you're trying to make nice with someone, you certainly do not openly antagonize that person. I urge you all to remember this certain lack of judgment when the election rolls around next May.
Thank you, Ms. Tatlock.
We're done. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Ms. Tatlock.
Mr. Mayor.
Councilman
Please.
Husch.
This podium, this building, this dais, these people are here to serve the citizens of Herndon. We do Herndon business here.
Excuse me, I thought we were not supposed to have a discussion here when they're free.
No, you spoke.
So may I continue, please?
No, you may not. What
the mayor
members
is
of
in
this
charge.
council do?
Is the mayor in charge?
The mayor already said thank you, Mr. Mayor. He recognized me.
This
is Robert's Rules of
Am
Order.
I allowed to speak,
No.
Mr. Mayor?
Ms. Tatlock, I recognized Councilman Husch.
This building is to do the town of Herndon business. This dais. It's not to make political statements. It's not to attack individuals. It's to do the town of Herndon business.
This is Herndon a town business.
No, ma'am.
Yes.
What you're talking about is my personal business. What I choose to do, whatever members of this dais choose to do as their personal business is not your business. It's not anybody else's business.
I'm making a statement.
You are out of line.
May I continue? I have a message from a friend
we
who will not come here tonight.
We citizens know that
like
elected officials do not give up their First Amendment rights.
That's what I said. You had the rights to do it.
Bet we do.
I thought that the idea was, the timing was wrong.
Anonymous letters. When I received threats.
I did not have an anonymous letter.
I give to the police department. When I received Christmas cards with notes inside that upset my family, I'm done.
What did I say?
I've had it with the petty politics. This is nonsense. Speak to Herndon business, not petty politics. Those days are over.
All right. Thank you, Councilman Husch. Thank you, Ms. Tatlock. I understand that.
I have a friend of mine could not come here, and she asked me to read her message. Please let me be sure I understand the facts.
Ms. Statlock, I don't want this to be
The
personal.
Herndon
You
Town
mentioned-
Council was significantly represented on Herndon Street corner,
This- more
in clear
nonsense.
view of the governor
Herndon
of the
business, Mr.
Commonwealth
Mayor.
of Virginia.
Mr. Mayor, this is out of order.
Having their little tea party of derogatory signs
order,
and
Mr. Mayor.
right-wing flags
Ms. Statlock,
after they had an
Out of
effort to
order.
use town money to hire lobbyists
Mayor,
to
please
make
enforce the
nice.
rules.
Ms. Statlock, thank you.
Yeah, there were two messages, one from me and one from
You
her.
may give it to the town
And
clerk.
I'm
we'll-
very sorry that
everybody.
Mr. Husch does not listen. I'm really, really sorry. Just stating my opinion, I thought it was bad judgment to come out. We are dealing with Richmond. We're dealing with the governor.
I
to
do not
come out in
inject
the
myself
open
into
air
your
and
business. I do not
so-
make an opinion on
Excuse
how
me,
you
I'm not
live your life
arguing with
or
you.
anybody else's life, and I expect you to do the same thing.
Thank you, Ms. Statlock.
Stay out of my business.
Mr. Mayor,
Okay.
I've 14 and,
Councilman
a half,
Husch.
14 and a half years on this council, and we've taken a lot of static from people in the audience. I don't consider that necessarily static. But to go back and forth from the council, from this dais, with a citizen of this town, during a comment section that says anything not on the agenda, you know, the chair has to rule.
Thank you,
It's out
Councilman
of
Downer.
order.
Thank you, Councilman Downer. I don't have any problem with anything anybody wants to tell us. I think we understood Ms. Statlock's comments, though, and her disagreement with that, but I think we all,
Okay, did you understand my comments that I made this evening too?
yes, sir.
Okay.
I think I'm open to hearing anything. I think that comments should not be personal, though. Okay. Other members of the audience that would like to address the council on any item not on the public hearing portion of our agenda. Ms. Galakis.